Hey guys, here we go. Another deck profile. I just got this deck like a week ago, but here we go with E-Heroes. Stratos, don't even need to explain this card. The Search or the Destroy is really nice. We have Prisma. I only run one Prisma just because I think 2 will be a dead draw. I tried it out on Dueling Network a few times, and 2 just didn't work out that well, because once you send the card that you need to the graveyard, then this is pretty much useless, I guess you could say. Ocean. I've never used his effect. He's pretty much here just for Absolute Zero Swarm, really. That's the way to go with this kind of deck. Heat. I like Nova Master, so this guy helps me out with getting Nova Master out. We go Avian, old school. Wildheart, old school. Just, I don't know. I don't really go into Great Tornado or Gaia, but it's nice to be able to have them in here. Woodsman instead of Clayman, just because he's the same defense, and his effect is pretty nice, even though I've rarely used it. Once again, barely do, because these cards aren't on the field for that long. 3 Neosalius. 1900 attack is really nice, and then the fact that he's Gemini Monster. I do run 2 Gemini Spark, like you'll see later in the video. So, because of that, I do run 2 Evocator Chevalier. Like I said, I like Nova Master, and he's a fire, and he's also Gemini Monster. 1900 attack, not easy to get run over or whatever. And then there's one proxy. I haven't been able to get it yet. It's Crusader of Endymion. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a 1900 Gemini Monster light. I'm not even going to bother explaining their effects because I don't think I've ever used any of them, just because they're only on there for Gemini Spark and then Fuse. 2 TKs. In this format, TKs are pretty much staple. Everybody wants TKs just because not only are they 1900 attack, but the fact that your opponent cannot search, or either of you can't search. I don't search with this deck, but anyways. Can't search, and then to negate the special summon is really nice as well. Then we have 2 Snowman Eaters. It's like a Man-Eater on drugs. So Man-Eater on drugs, really. Once again, Absolute Zero Swarm. You got that water monster out there. Yeah, 1900 defense, so even if it does get flipped, most of the time it does not get destroyed. And then 1 King of the Swamp. Like I just said, it's all about that Absolute Zero Swarm, and then I guess if you really need to, you can get that poly by discarding him. We're on to the spells. We go Staple, 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 Staple. Once again, I like that 2 MSTs, because this deck doesn't really have much like spell support against your opponent's spells and traps. So them not having a backfield is really nice. 1 Poly. I don't know, just Poly's really nice, I guess. If you draw it, you can just fuse really quick, take it old school. 3 Miracle Fusions, staple, pretty much. Being able to fuse from the graveyard and the field is really nice, because your opponent, they can be like, oh, I just got rid of that monster, and you throw out that Miracle Fusion. Guess not. 3 Parallel Fusions, Parallel World Fusions. They've been a dead draw a lot, but, not really a lot, I guess most of the time. But it's because mostly I only run 1 Super Poly, because my friend decided he was going to tell me they were limited, even though I didn't even bother checking and just trusted him, and then I realized that they weren't. So I'm probably going to take 1 Parallel World Fusion for another Super Poly, even though it's a really nice card because it helps you get your E-Heroes back in the deck, and then in the extra deck as well if you decide you want to fuse with a Fusion monster. 2 Fusion Gates, extremely annoying card for your opponent. I've gone into 3 Absolute Zeros before in 1 turn with this card, mostly because they Veilored one, and then I went for another one just to get rid of that one as well, so I could clear the field and attack for game. And all because Fusion Gate was on the field, I didn't have to worry about getting fusions out and whatnot. So yeah, Fusion Gate, 2, good stuff. Future Fusion, just another way to get monsters in the graveyard. I don't think I've ever actually gotten on the field what I want to fuse with this card. It's mostly on here just to get the cards out in the graveyard. 1 E-Call, because I have like 8 non-E-Hero monsters, so having 2 E-Calls would just be too much, because I do need the monsters in my deck every once in a while. Like I said, 2 Gemini Sparks, extremely broken card, +1 every time. If your monster's gonna get destroyed, you can just flip Gemini Spark to get rid of one of theirs and draw a card. So it's a really nice card. And then 3 Traps, Compulse. I don't know, it's just nice to be able to send cards back to their hand, mostly like Synchros and stuff. So I just run 1 Compulse, and then Torrential and Mirror Force, staples, really. So yeah, now we're on to the extra deck. It's an alright extra deck. I got all of these together, so that's why it's really, I guess, not that good. But we got 1 Visual Trinity. It's actually helped me quite a lot once just being able to clear the field. Attack 3 times at 5,000 is pretty broken. 3 Great Tornadoes, I'm most likely just going to take one out. Just because, like I said, I've only gotten him out like once. I mean, I guess his effect is alright, but when I need to clear an entire field, I usually go for Absolute Zero. Just because it makes me feel really safe. Nova Masters, I actually like Nova Master 3, just because I like being able to draw. A lot of times with this deck, I don't dead draw. A lot of times with this deck, I find myself with no cards in my hand, so being able to throw out Nova Master is really helpful. Gaia sucks. Really, I'm not even going to try and say he doesn't, so I'm probably just going to take one out, because I only have 2 Shinings. I'm going to get a 3rd one, I just haven't been able to do it yet. I'll probably take out a Gaia for that, and then my absolutely favorite card in this deck, Absolute Zero. One of the most broken cards in the whole game. I don't know, like ban lists haven't hit it yet. So, and then I'm probably gonna add a Visioneer Adoration. I don't remember what it does, I just remember it's really good. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.